first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm presenting you my updated luxury wish list. I've already done one at the beginning of the year. By the way, if you are interested in seeing my earlier picks, then I will go ahead and leave the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. Right now we are about halfway through the year and I was able to cross off some items from my earlier wish list. There's also some items that I no longer want, and then I've also added a couple of items to my current wish list. So if you are interested in seeing the current state of my luxury wish list, then please keep on watching. So the first thing that I'm interested in getting is, you will see, very functional and then also not too expensive. I believe it's around $2,035 plus tax, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the price really depends on the color and on the size and everything, so hopefully it's the correct price. But it's the Goyard Artois tote in size MM. And this would be really something that I would like to use for an everyday purse to kind of replace or change up my Yves Saint Laurent East West tote. That's actually my current everyday bag. And I've had it for 3 years. To be very honest with you, it's still going strong. And I don't really have a need to replace it. I'm not going to sell it or anything. But just carrying that same bag every day becomes a little bit tiring. So I would like to have another one to switch things up, and then maybe also pick another color. I'm not really sure of the color that I would pick, perhaps maybe gray or something like blue. The thing is, I have a lot of black clothes, and so for that reason having a blue bag doesn't really seem like the best idea, but maybe something like gray or like red, or something a little bit extra that I don't have in my bag collection yet. Next up, we have something which is a lot more expensive and then a lot less practical, unfortunately, but it's something that I would really love to get. It's actually at the top of my list, and it's the VCA 5 motif vintage Alhambra bracelet in white gold and then mother of pearl. And this is a bracelet that I would love to wear every day and to kind of add to my current mini stack. I only have one bracelet. Currently it's the Cartier Love bracelet in white gold, regular size, 4 diamonds. And I would like to add the VCA bracelet to this and form kind of an everyday stack. I think that it's really girly, it's feminine, I love the look of it, and it's kind of unique as well, and I think that it would match the Love bracelet quite well. I've been kind of looking for another everyday bracelet from Cartier, but I'm not really finding something that I'm really happy with. I also want to keep it in a reasonable price range, aka not like another 15K or something like that. And so I feel like for that reason the VCA one would suit me perfectly. Next up, we have a handbag. I honestly don't think that I can create a luxury wish list without a handbag. And it's the Dior Bobby bag in size medium, and it would be in white, and it retails for $3,800 plus tax. It's actually a bag that I've included in my bag wish list for spring and summer. By the way, if you are interested in seeing my other picks, then I will go ahead and leave the link to that video in the little information link over here for you to see it. I think that it's still at a reasonable price point, and what I love about it is that it is a crossbody bag. I think that I'm at that stage in my designer bag collection where I'm kind of like turning away from collector's items. I think that I already have a lot of them, of bags that just basically sit in my closet and I don't use very much. And so I'm kind of going more now for bags that are actually useful, that I will actually wear. And so for me, having this crossbody option is really interesting because when you are like out and about, when you're shopping or something like that, it's just so easy to have your hands free. Also, if you have children, I think it's really easy to be able to like hold their hand and not have them running around because you actually have to carry your handbag. So yeah, for that reason, I think that it's really practical. It's still at a reasonable price point, and it would also be my first white bag in my bag collection. And I feel like for that reason, it would kind of fill a gap that's existing currently. The next thing is something from Cartier. I also don't believe that I could have created a luxury wish list without including something from this brand. But you'll see it's actually fairly reasonably priced at $2,200 plus tax. And it's the Cartier Love Wedding Band in size small with 1 diamond, and it would be in yellow gold. So this is something that I already have in white gold. It's something that I wear every day. It's part of like my ring stack. And it's something that I really, really love. It's kind of like understated. And I think that it goes really well in this ring stack kind of thing because it doesn't look like, you know, a wedding band. It doesn't have the feeling of an engagement ring or anything like that. But I think that it pairs really well with the Justin Clou ring with the diamonds. And so that's something that I already have in yellow gold, but I don't have the love band in yellow gold. So I would like to add it to that and make the same kind of stack as here, but in yellow gold instead. Next, we have a pair of earrings, and they are from Burke's, which is the Canadian Tiffany's. They're called Burke's Freshwater Pearl Bar Earrings, and they retail for $940 plus tax. And the reason why I want to get them is to replace or have an additional option for everyday earrings. So up until now, these have been my everyday earrings for the past like 3 or 4 years. I have worn them every single day, aside from like perhaps a few occasions when I wear my VCA ones in yellow gold. Other than that, I've always worn them. And for that reason, I mean, I still love them and I would definitely keep them and I will still continue to wear them, but I'm getting a little bit tired of wearing the same earrings every single day. By the way, these are also from Burke's and the quality is truly amazing. The price point is still reasonable for fine jewelry. And also I think something that I like about the new ones is that they can be worn in different situations than these. I think that these, for example, are a little bit formal or have that formal look in situations such as working out or going on a hike. They're not very practical because they kind of like move. And so I always have this like moving movement around my ears. And for that reason, it would be nice to have something that's, you know, a little girly, but that's still like discreet and that stays in place, that doesn't move. And so I think that for that, the new ones are a terrific option. Next up, we actually have another pair of earrings, but very honestly, I wouldn't be getting both this year, so it would be either one or the other. And this one is the VCA Vintage Alhambra earrings in mother of pearl and white gold, and they retail for $4,100 plus tax. And I have these exact version, but in yellow gold, and I love them. They're very, very comfortable, very easy to wear and to pair with pretty much anything. But I would love to have them to kind of also replace, you know, my daily ones. I think they would be really nice also for every day because they have this kind of like casual vibe. I think that white gold for me, I don't know why, in my mind it brings me this like casual vibe. I feel like it's different for a lot of people, but for me it's definitely like that. And so I think that they would also go super well with the bracelet if I ever got it. I think that it would be really nice, you know, to have the bracelet and then the matching earrings. I think that all together would be really nice. It would look super girly and feminine, but also a little bit relaxed, like not too, you know, over the top or flamboyant, because I think that, you know, in my day-to-day life, I don't really have any reason to be flamboyant. And so I think that these would be a tremendous addition to my jewelry collection. By the way, if you are interested in seeing the current state of my jewelry collection, then I will go ahead and leave the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. I already have a couple of VCA pieces, but it's mostly Cartier, so I would like to change that a little bit at least and get a few more VCA pieces. Next up would be an Hermes Twilly to protect the handle of my Louis Vuitton Nice vanity. And so they retail for around $195 depending on models. I actually don't really have a model in mind, so I'm just inserting like a random pic that I just found on the internet. So if you do have recommendations in terms of color and models and all that, then I would love to hear your thoughts, so please let me know in the comments down below. Like I've mentioned, it would be to protect the handle of the Louis Vuitton Nice vanity. I have like the larger size one, and I'm just so afraid of getting patina. I'm like deathly afraid, so I feel like having this Twilly would be a good option for it because I kind of feel guilty of like using it every time I grab it. I'm like, oh my god, my hand is going to leave a mark, it's going to lead to patina, that I'm no longer going to like my item, etc, etc. I'm like, you know, super panicky. And so yeah, for that reason, I feel like having this, you know, Twilly would really help the situation. But I am looking for a color combination that would go well with monogram. So I'm not super sure of what to get. I feel like maybe lighter colors would look nice with brown, but I'm still kind of clueless at this point. So if you want to leave me your opinions and recommendations, I would love to hear your thoughts. After that, we have something that's actually related to my videos. I would love to get better YouTube equipment, meaning a better camera and then a microphone. I feel like my microphone isn't great. I can still hear it being really scratchy when I edit my videos, and the camera keeps getting out of focus. It is so annoying because, you know, I film my videos and then I'm like super satisfied. I believe that it went great, all that. I keep checking. And then I don't know how, but it just like keeps getting in and out of focus. It's like it just won't focus. I'm like looking at it right now, getting upset. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that I need a better camera. This one isn't the worst. I think that there's definitely worse. But it isn't the best either. It's something that's, you know, around like $500, and I would like to invest in better equipment. I think that I've kind of gotten a taste for YouTube at this point. I wasn't so sure at first when I started. I was very shy, especially with my English. So I didn't really, you know if I was going to pursue it. I didn't really feel very comfortable in front of the camera. But overall, I think that things have changed and I'm excited to continue YouTube. And I think that for that reason, investing in better equipment would be a great idea. And you will see I saved the best for last. And that would be to create a walk-in closet from scratch in my new house. I'm actually buying a home this year. I'm so excited. Oh my god. It's such a major step for me because, you know, I'm still relatively speaking young. But I'm so excited to have my own space. Up until now, I've been living in apartments, and of course I've had my own space, but you know, decoration was limited, renovations were basically out the door. And so for that reason, I'm super excited to have my own space and to kind of be able to work with it and to kind of adapt it to my needs, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure what types of pictures I'll include on the screen, but hopefully very inspirational pictures. But I think that we all see the type of amazing closets that we have seen on our favorite YouTubers' channels, you know, where the bags are on display, the shoes are on display. I would love to recreate something similar. Obviously, I don't have a ton of money, and so I'll have to, you know, kind of make do with what I can. And I'm also not planning on, you know, building that right away. I also want to focus on more essential things at first. But little by little, I'll be adding, you know, a few touches here and there whenever I have extra money to kind of put it in this beautiful new closet. I'm excited to have my space where I can dress up in the morning, you know, where I can pick my jewelry, my handbags, my shoes, etc. Because right now everything is kind of like stuck in like a closet that's super dark. I basically don't see anything. The boxes are like stacked on top of the other in an area that even I can't reach, and I'm like 5'11" or 180 centimeters, so that definitely tells you something. I have the longest arms on the planet. So if I can't reach, it's unreachable and very far. So for that reason, I think that, you know, it would be nice to see those boxes again, and it would be nice to see my purses on display. It's something that I really miss, and I'm excited to create that, and hopefully one day you will see a closet tour on my channel. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this luxury wish list was able to give you some ideas on perhaps, you know, what to gift to someone, or also to kind of create your own luxury wish list. And as you will be able to tell if you've watched my previous ones, I have downgraded a little bit in the price. I think that I have made an effort to really keep things at a normal price point, which I can afford. I think that, you know, beforehand, I was adding things like an Audemars Piguet watch to my wish list, and that's not something that I can afford. Of course, I could have the money to buy it, but it would be a terrible financial gesture. So for that reason, I think that I have kind of set my luxury wish list to my actual budget. That is something that I have recommended in a video that's titled How to Save Money for Luxury Items. By the way, if you are interested in seeing my tips and tricks on how I save the most money to be able to afford designer items, then I will go ahead and leave the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. If you did enjoy this video, please give this a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.